might notice I might flip the pages a little bit because my left shoulder has been hurting. I've been sleeping on it. The medicine doesn't help. This is practically my story. I only have two parts to tell y'all, the beginning and the middle, because I know what the end is. The bad part is April. Well, I told you on the phone, I think it was last week, I'd be up from 3 in the morning. Yeah. We get out the computer at 3 in the morning. I'll check the time since it's going up. I have a few details from my story from the beginning and the middle, because I know what the end is, but I'm going to share a couple of from the beginning, middle, and end with y'all. And then how's y'all's Easter? Yeah. We are grown up now, so. Oh, and I have a birthday in 2 Wednesdays from now. I'll be 30. Kind of experience arthritis and all that stuff. Getting older. Gonna be 30. 30. Okay. I've highlighted some, so I'm gonna waste y'all's time to highlight some. Okay. It's about me. It says, KK and Miss Newton goes on a vacation, 2 weeks vacation, and I read the newspaper. Okay. It's the part about it's the newspaper, the part about the 2-story house. That part falls on the floor next to me, where I'm sitting at the table. And the funniest thing, every time I read this, it's like, when I get it from the table, I see that part falls on the floor, and I see it, and then I pick it up, and when Miss Newton, when she's getting ready to leave, I put the newspaper in my shirt in the store. They don't know I have plans. Yeah, she does errands. And she gets Miss Mitchelson also to come. And they take their 2 Dobermans, Shayna and Blueberry. But they don't know I have a plan to escape from the hotel. Escape. Because Miss Mitchelson and Miss Newton, she is a person that doesn't have permission list. You have to go somewhere. And so it starts with the swimming pool, the beginning, staying there, the hotel. We're at the swimming pool, and I'm just reading the newspaper. Miss Mitchelson, Miss Newton likes to, they went to the swimming pool, and they take Shayna and Blueberry with them. But as I'm reading the newspaper, and the part about the 2-story house still in my shirt, I hear beeping noises from tractors, hammering noises behind the swimming pool area, and it's far away, kind of like distance, And I get up and I go to the bushes, that's where it's coming from. And I look through them, and Miss Mitchelson, Miss Newton's having a good time in the pool, playing in the pool. I don't know if they were doing volleyball or something, I don't know. But as I'm looking through the bushes, Miss Mitchelson, she sees me and she calls my name, and I can't hear her. And she goes to me, and I tell her, she tells me in the story, why are you looking through the bushes? And I tell her I heard a noise. And I decide to see where it's coming from. And she tells me, KK, don't go over there if you hear a noise coming from behind the bushes. No, she doesn't know that I'm going to escape to that neighborhood. It's the fun part. I get a snack and drink and stare at the newspaper. Stare at the noise. That's a shame. I mean, it's still noises, and Miss Mitchell's, after we come from the swimming pool area, Miss Mitchell gets on me again about, don't go over there because they're building houses in that neighborhood. So come from swimming, still hear the noises, it's far away, and I told her, and she agreed about that. Yeah, plan to escape. All the above, and so yeah, it says plan at the bottom, Shana Blueberry, and the hotel systems doesn't want dogs to be in the hotel that long. And a few hours later, we leave and drop Shana and Blueberry back at home. And it's just me and Miss Mitchell and Miss Mitten now. And in the middle, this is all of it right here. A few pages. Is that okay? It's not very many.
So let's just do one.
Okay. It's just highlighted. I'm just telling you the details. So in the middle, same thing. That's in the middle that, it's still the same. And then, let's see here. I don't like to stay at the hotel that long, but we'll go to lunch. We'll go to the hotel cafeteria. That's where my plan is. Can't be caught by the hotel assistants and the hotel security guards. And after I eat lunch, I go to the restroom and look at the newspaper. And I get out my jacket, that part like the two-story house, and one person comes in and sees me because that person doesn't know that I'm going to escape. And so then, let's see, Miss Mitchell and Miss Newton was talking to each other, and
so I said it, I think
I leave the restroom and I go to the second floor to the hotel room, and I go to the door to the hotel room, and the door is locked. And so I go to the first floor and ask the hotel assistants to come and lock the door. They have a whole bunch of keys. They have a whole lot of keys to the hotel rooms, and so where's that part? Let's see. I can't see it, but it's highlighted. So the hotel assistant opens the door. I get my suitcase rolled off the floor, and the hotel room assistant doesn't know I'm in such a hurry. And I go all the way down the hall, seeing people, and I hide because I don't want to get caught. And I hide again, and then making sure it's clear. And then I sees an exit out the door, an exit. And then I see another hotel assistant taking out the garbage to the dumpster, and I hide, and then I look around the corner, the hotel assistant goes back into the hotel, and then I see the bushes again, and I go through the woods to the neighborhood, and I see all the houses. And as I'm going to through the woods. There's a street, and I go to the street, and there's to see if there's any cars coming. There's not. And I cross the street, and I take the newspaper out of my shirt or jacket, and I see some construction workers and ask them, and they tell me that there's a landlord office all the way down the street. And I walk all the way down the street to go to the landlord's office, and back at the hotel, Miss Mitchell and Miss Newton still, they just got through eating lunch. And so what happens is Miss Newton and Miss Mitchell doesn't know I'm gone to that neighborhood, and this is what actually has happened. They went back into the hotel room. They found out that I was not there, and when Miss Newton was sitting on the bed, she noticed that my suitcase roll is gone and I'm gone. And so when she saw that, she and Miss Mitchelson left the room and started asking people at the hotel assistants and the hotel room service, and none of them have not seen me because I've gone in that neighborhood. And at the bottom it says, so Miss Newton asked them, and so they haven't seen me, and they told her this: no, they haven't seen her. If we see her, we will call you when we see her, and so no, I haven't seen her. And Miss Newton asked the assistants, have they ever seen me? And they told her to still ask.
Maybe we should leave it there for the suspense. KK's been bringing in sections of her book as she's been writing.
Gosh, you only have 2 pages left.
Well, let's see if anybody else wants to go. Maybe we can have you come back up again.
Okay, I only have just this one and that one. Will we come back up in a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, I only have the last 2 pages. Any questions?
Did you want to go again, Mike? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh, you had a question?
I just wanted a hug.
Oh, okay. We'll work on that. Who wants to go next? How much time do we have?